telling me it took a year and a half to plan.
Correspondent Martha Raddatz. Israel says it has recovered the body of another hostage held in Gaza. Thai citizen Nadapong Pinta was taken by Hamas on October 7th. It is believed that 55 hostages remain in Gaza, with Israel saying more than half of them are dead. Meantime, the humanitarian situation in the region is still dire.
Thousands every day in Gaza risk their lives trying to get flour or any food aid that will keep them alive. Yesterday, a vast crowd of people traveled to one of Gaza's U.S.-backed aid distribution hubs, some who walked for hours, not knowing if they'd get there in time. There were more than 150 community kitchens like this in Gaza, but the UN says half have recently closed because they ran out of supplies or were displaced by the Israeli army.
Correspondent Elizabeth Paul. France's prime minister is planning a trip to Greenland next weekend in a show of European unity as the Trump administration continues to make comments about owning the territory. The Danish prime minister announced the trip today. Greenland is currently under Danish control. The leaders of France, Denmark, and Greenland are all scheduled to meet next Sunday. Chicago police now say an officer was killed by friendly fire during a foot chase earlier this week.
When Officer Crystal Rivera and her partner followed a suspect into an apartment, someone inside pointed a rifle at them. So the partner fired, but hit Rivera in the back. Police Superintendent Larry Snelling.
When we lose a family member, it's tough. It's hard.
Police psychologist Dr. Carrie Steiner says Rivera is the third officer in the department's 6th district to die since November.
This is a lot of cumulative trauma. And so I am really worried about all of the officers there.
Correspondent Michael Wallace, and we'll talk Tony's next in 1010 Wins Entertainment.
William is one of millions of Americans who uses GoodRx to save on the cost of their prescriptions.
My oldest daughter, Camilla, 2 days old, she had to have open heart surgery. All of a sudden, she's on 5 different medications. It adds up at the end of the month. Me and the pharmacist got so tight. She said GoodRx saved a lot of money. Saving that extra $200-300 a month. We're able to do all these extra activities, so it puts less stress on our household, and it puts less stress on our pockets.
Download the free app or visit GoodRx.com and start saving today. GoodRx user compensated for their time. GoodRx is not insurance, but can be used instead of insurance.
This is the story of the one. As a lineman, he does whatever it takes to keep the power on in his community. And he wants a partner like Grainger who does the same. Grainger offers the professional-grade products he needs, from voltage detectors to harnesses to hard hats, plus fast, dependable delivery, so he can rise to every challenge. Call 1-800-GRAINGER, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
Honey, is our car still under warranty?
No, not anymore.
My sister just got an extended service plan from Ox Car Care.
Ox Car Care?
Yeah, Ox will cover our repair bills if anything happens to our car, new brakes, a transmission, AC, or engine problems. Plus, Ox Car Care offers free oil changes, tire rotation, and roadside assistance.
Wait a minute, we pay nothing on the repairs? Ox gets it fixed for us? Free oil changes, free tire rotation, and free roadside assistance? What's the number?
800-270-8132. Ox has a 30-day money-back guarantee and an A-plus rating with the Better Business Bureau. They handle their claims from start to finish, unlike other warranty companies. We should call now. 800-270-8132.
The last thing we need is an unexpected car repair bill. I'm calling Ox Car Care now.
Call Ox Car Care for your free quote. 800-270-8132. Ask about senior and military discounts. Don't get stuck with a major car repair bill. Call Ox Car Care. 800-270-8132 or oxcarcare.com.
Wins News Time 538. 1010 Wins Entertainment. John Wick spin-off Ballerina top 10.6 million on opening day.
You want to win? Improvise. Adapt. Cheat.
The film starring Ana de Armas is on pace to make a little less than what was projected, marking the second lowest opening day for the John Wick franchise. What's ruling the box office for the third weekend? No surprise. Lilo and Stitch on pace to make more than $335 million through Sunday, and it's expected to crack the all-time top 100 list for North American releases. The 78th Annual Tony Awards are tomorrow. Wicked's Cynthia Erivo is hosting the ceremony, which will feature performances from the casts of Death Becomes Her, Buena Vista Social Club, Maybe Happy Ending, and other nominated musicals. The original cast of Hamilton also set to reunite for the 10-year anniversary. The show kicks off from Radio City Music Hall tomorrow night at 8.
Entertainment on 1010 Wins is sponsored by Shulman & Hill, New York's injury lawyers.
Go to hurtny.com.
That's hurtny.com.
Hey folks, it's Gary from the Real Estate Authorities. And let me first say thank you so much. I appreciate the business. 800-200-7317. And if you're looking to sell your property, pick up the phone because there's not a house I can't sell. If you own a home right now, you've got gold. There's not enough supply for the demand, and money doesn't motivate me, you do. So guess what? I'm not looking to buy your property. I'm not looking to put you in harm's way. I'm looking to get you top dollar for your home, no matter what the situation is. You owe more in your home than it's worth? I'll get your mortgage forgiven and have you walk away debt-free. You have equity? I know how to get you more. I know exactly what needs to be done, but you need to stay away from investors that are lowballing you and trying to take advantage of you. Call me, 800-200-7317. That's 800-200-7317. There's not a house I can't sell. Non-paying tenants or squatters? Not a big deal. 800-200-7317. 800-200-7317.
Catch the news without the noise. Switch from AM to 92.3 FM, powered by 1010 Wins.
The News Watch never stops. This is 1010 Wins at 92.3 FM. You give us 22 minutes, we'll give you the world.
It is 74 and overcast at 5:40. Good afternoon. I'm Ashok Kabbalah. Here's what's happening. A tourist bus operator is being treated for stab wounds after he was attacked this morning in the financial district. Hundreds of thousands celebrating Puerto Rican culture in Spanish Harlem today. If you love old trains, you can ride some vintage subway cars in Brooklyn this weekend. In the Bronx, 2 men have been arrested and charged for the killing of a man last month. And Bronx Park East will once again host Bronx Summer Jam later this month. American Coco Gauff defeats top-ranked Ariana Sabalenka to win her first French Open title. Yanks Red Sox, 7:35. The Mets are in Colorado battling the Rockies at 9:40. AccuWeather says showers and a thunderstorm in some spots, then partly cloudy down to 65. Tomorrow, any early sun will give way to clouds with a late day shower in a few spots. Sunday's high 75. Winds News Time 5:41. Traffic and transit with Patty Mendina.
Well, I have a JFK Air Train update. Because of equipment issues, the Howard Beach and Jamaica Station routes, they remain suspended. The airline terminal route has been restored with limited service. And keep in mind the shuttle buses will remain in place system-wide. In Queens, LIE eastbound, crowded right around Woodhaven Boulevard. The Grand Central eastbound still slow between the BQE and the LIE. There is an accident on the Van Wyck southbound, sitting just past 82nd Street. That has you backed up to the Grand Central. And the Van Wyck northbound solid from the Bill Parkway as you make your way up to the Kew Gardens interchange. Over at Brooklyn, the BQE eastbound slow from the Gowanus up past Atlantic, and then westbound you're on and off from the LIE over towards the Brooklyn Bridge. The Brooklyn Bridge still slammed as you make your way out of Manhattan into Brooklyn, so take the Manhattan or the Williamsburg bridges around that. Over in Staten Island, an accident on the Staten Island Expressway eastbound has you passed, backed up all the way towards West Shore Expressway, and westbound you're still slow from right around Todd Hill Road as you make your way to Victory Boulevard. Here's what you need to know about the bridges and tunnels. The George, 50 minutes inbound, 40 out. Cross Bronx still slow from the Bronx River Parkway over to the bridge. Lincoln looking at 50 minutes in, 15 out, and the Holland Tunnel is about 35 minutes in and 15 out. Here's what we see on Long Island's Big Three. The Northern State Parkway still crowded right around Shelter Rock Road. The Southern State, that is sluggish westbound from the Meadowbrook over to Peninsula Boulevard. The LIE westbound, that is also heavy from Glen Cove Road as you make your way over towards the Cross Island. I'm Patty Bendina. Our next report is at 5:51. 1010 Wins on 92.3 FM.
A tourist bus operator is being treated for stab wounds after a dispute this morning in the financial district. It was around 11:20 on State Street. Cops say the driver, 26, was having a verbal argument with 2 male individuals when he was stabbed in the torso and shoulder. He's now in stable condition at Bellevue Hospital. The NYPD says the dispute was about vending. No arrests yet. The investigation continues. The Triple Crown will come to an end tonight as the Belmont Stakes gets underway in Saratoga Springs. No traditional Triple Crown winner, though, because two different competitors won the Kentucky Derby and the Preakness Stakes. Kentucky winner Sovereignty was pulled out of Preakness in preparation for today, clearing the way for the horse named Journalism to take the W at the Preakness. Journalism is favored to beat Sovereignty tonight, but you never know. Post time is just after 7. Huge celebrations of Puerto Rican pride taking over the city this weekend ahead of tomorrow's big parade, the 116th Street Festival up in Harlem today.
You do not have to hop on a plane to celebrate La Isla del Encanto, or the Island of Enchantment. In East Harlem, there's a sea of folks here draped in red, white, and blue. Arlene and Joey tell me they've been coming here all our lives. I think we missed one.
We always make this. This to us means everything.
They said the Puerto Rican community in the city is strong, and after moving last year, it's only right to come back and have
fun, eating a lot of food, a lot of pina coladas.
Boricua or not, you don't want to miss this. There's good music, good drinks, and trust me, you'll be stuffed just looking at the food. Amanda Alexander, 1010 Wins on 92.3 FM in East Harlem.
In the wake of all the issues at Newark Airport, the FAA says it's capping arrivals and departures to 34 each per hour through this fall, and those flights will be reduced even more on weekends through the end of the year to accommodate construction at the ailing airports. In a statement, the FAA says the goal is to maintain safety while alleviating excessive flight delays because of staffing and equipment challenges. The agency also touted the progress it has already made at Newark, pointing to a relatively normal Memorial Day weekend with minimal issues. United Airlines says this past week, about 80% of departures from Newark were on time, as well as 88% of arrivals. Hundreds of tech jobs are coming to Williamsburg.
Manhattan move over. Brooklyn is about to become the new hotspot for tech jobs. 600 of them, to be exact, are coming right to Williamsburg.
When your company's growing, you're onto something. Say you're 25 people, 100 people, and you think something's going to have a real impact on life, then where are you going to make a headquarters? And I really feel the best place in the world is here in Brooklyn.
Queens One's founder, Ryan Urban, says it's going to be a space where many can connect.
We've already broken ground. We've been planning this out for over 18 months. We will be open in October. It's a destination. We'll be hosting events every day.
He says this is going to bring community, commerce, and coding all to life. Mary Lynn Buckley, 1010 Wins on 92.3 FM.
What gets your attention faster, a brand new train or a really old one? Those old ones are fun. The MTA is rolling out vintage train cars this weekend, the latest edition of its parade of